telephone thing has too many shortcomings to be seriously considered as a means of communication. The device is inherently of no value to anybody. David Sarnoff's associates, in response to his urgings for investment in the radio in 1920, said these words: "The wireless music box has no imaginable commercial value whatsoever. Who would pay for a message sent to nobody in particular?" A Yale University management professor, in response to Fred Smith's paper proposing reliable overnight delivery service, and Mr. Smith went on to be the founder of the Federal Express Corporation, said these words: "The concept is interesting, Mr. Smith," this is what the Yale University manager said, "and well-formed. But in order to earn better than a C, your idea of overnight delivery must be feasible," and it is not. H.M. Warner of Warner Brothers said in 1927, "Who in the world wants to hear actors talk? They come to see them act, not talk." Response to Debbie Fields' idea of starting Mrs. Fields' Cookie Company: "A cookie store is a bad idea. Besides, the market research reports say America likes crispy cookies. Nobody likes soft or chewy cookies like you make." They messed up, didn't they?
Amen.
Decca Recording Company told the Beatles in 1962, when they were there, they rejected them and said, "We don't like your sound. Guitar music is on its way out." Lord Kelvin, president of the Royal Society in 1895, said, "Anything heavier than air will never fly. It's impossible." Apple Computer founder talked about their attempts to get Atari and HP interested in his and Steve Wozniak's personal computer. So we went to Atari and said, "Hey, we've got this amazing new concept, even built with some of your parts, and what do you think about funding us? Or I'll tell you what, we'll give it to you if you just want to do it, and you pay our salary and we'll come work for you." They laughed them out of the office and they said no. So then they went to Hewlett Packard and said, "Hey, we don't need you. You've got no college, you've got no education, you won't make anything of yourself." And they laughed them out of the office there to become multi-millionaires with their product. I'm going to tell you something today, saints. John chapter 1 verse 46. Nathanael sarcastically asked Philip about Jesus, and he said these words. Listen to what they said about Jesus. "Can there any good thing come out of Nazareth?" Philip told him, "You come and you see." I'm going to ask you a question today. Hey, the question was asked, can anything come good out of Nazareth? Is there anything good to this man called Jesus? Is there anything good to what's going on? I'm going to tell you, so many people, I read to you the quotes all the way from the 1800s all the way up to our time. I read to you people saying this will fail, that will fail, that won't work, this won't work, and they worked. But I'm going to tell you something. When somebody comes to me and says, "This man Jesus, it won't work," I tell you, friend, let God be true and every man a liar. I'm going to tell you, it works today. It works. The word works for me today. I'm telling you, it's time in this end time hour that we step up. We come up higher in the presence of the Lord, because God's got something good for the church. So many people are perplexed today about God's church, and they're wondering about the church of the living God. I'm going to tell you, I'm not worried about God's church, because Jesus said, "Upon this rock I'll build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." I'm going to tell you something, saints. God's church is going up. You've got to get ready and go with it.
All right.
Get behind. God's church is going up. God's people were made to about it. Do you realize